Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'll be taking you through all my custom action figures and a few weapons I've made over the years. So let's get to it. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of go through the weapons, then the figures. Some of the figures are just a head that I've customized, and some are full body customizations. But I'm gonna start with the figures, or the accessories. So I've got this barbed wire 2x4 I made. I think it looks pretty good. I made out of this wire my cousin gave me years ago, and I don't know where he got it from, but I know that's what this is made out of. And in here, first of all, I got this bag from a goodie bag at a party years ago as well. And here we've got thumbtacks. I've never done a tutorial on how to make these thumbtacks, but plenty of people have. It's just tinfoil, like little bits of tinfoil rolled up in a ball, right? I'm moving through the weapons fairly quickly so I can get to the figures and actually digest them. I've got a trash can here. I have done a review on this on the channel. Go check it out. There isn't very many reviews, so I figured I'd do everybody a solid and make a review on it. And here we've got a light tube. I have a broken one. It's really just a Q-tip cut in half. I also made a review on that too, so go check that out. I don't know, not my best thing, but I am looking into 3D printers, so maybe one day I'll 3D print one of these and do something. So yeah, let's get into what you all came here for. Now before I actually start, I'm only making this video because a fan of the channel asked a couple times actually how I made this Moxley, so I figured I'd turn it into a video for everything. So we'll just kind of run through like that. So yeah, we'll start with this Brock Lesnar head. This head has nothing on it, and the reason for that is it was meant to be based off of his WrestleMania 38 look when he faced Reigns for the billionth time with the braid. I made it, it worked out good, but over time the braid started falling apart, so I just ripped it off. And that clay you see right over here, I was gonna resculpt it with that, but the clay is like almost all dry. I can't really do anything with it without it crumbling. So yeah, now I've just got this Lesnar head. This is the head that came with the forklift. I shaved down all of the extra hair around the head because I wanted it to match the Ultimate Edition's head. So yeah, moving on. Honestly, this is my most recent custom that I've made, and honestly, I couldn't have been more happy with it. I have never made a custom looking this good, and it's simply just the head I've changed. So let's get to it. So this Jeff Hardy is from the Triple H and Jeff Hardy 2-pack, that SmackDown 2-pack. Jeff Hardy came with 2 shirts. Hardy's hair was red with like yellow and purple in it. No more. Now it's blue with little, or now it's black with blue in it. I fumble my colors. So yeah, I hand painted all of this. This is the second ever thing I've hand painted. I've only hand painted 2 things on action figures, and this is one of them. Actually, no, technically 3 things, but as precise as this, I'm so happy with how this came out, and I can't wait to do it again, honestly. I am looking into Jeff Hardy heads, so if you have any you're interested in selling off, DM me on Instagram. I'll put the link in the description. So yeah, you can DM me on there. But yeah, I really do like this head. I made it removable. Might be a little tough to remove because heads just don't like me. I gotta take this off camera. Okay, there we go. Basically just gotta keep turning and it'll pop off. But yeah, it's removable. It's all blue around the eyes. This is supposed to be a zebra print too. But, like, I don't know. I drew this first line and I just thought it looked good. So I kept going with it. But yeah, I really like how this turned out, especially the blue down the hair because it's only on certain strands. And Safari Customs actually, oh shit. Okay, whatever. Safari Customs didn't necessarily help a lot with it, but what he did do was very helpful. I joined one of his live streams and asked him how to get the paint to stick, and he told me to Mod Podge it and do all this stuff. So I Mod Podged the hair, then painted. Like, I Mod Podged a couple times, so it's more stiff than, like, whimsy and whatnot. Then painted the hair. And then after I Mod Podged it again. You always gotta Mod Podge when you're done. You can sand as much as you want, but But if you don't Mod Podge, it will chip like this. See, I clearly forgot to do this, and it's chipping. Oh boy. All right. Well, there are pictures on my Instagram account of this figure in more detail. You can go check that out. Again, link in the description. So yeah, let's get this head back on here, and I can cry about the fact that I forgot to do a strand of hair another time. But you see, it popped on easy peasy. So yeah, moving on. I will be ranking all the figures, like heads and stuff at the end. So stay tuned for that. This figure, it's a Nick Nemeth from one of his TNA matches. I don't follow TNA, so I don't necessarily know what gear this is. But I saw the picture. I did a little research. I still don't know when he wore this, or if there's anything else I'm supposed to attach. So let me know to the comment section, like in terms of like, whatever, like designs or anything that's supposed to be on the figure. But yeah, I used Austin Theory's very first figure for this, and a battle pack from Dolph Ziggler and Shinsuke Nakamura. And I hand painted the zebra stripes. Not my best work, I can't lie. I'm not too big on the zebra stripes. But the first Nick Nemeth custom I made, which is technically under this, it was a yellow gear with all the skulls. Yeah, that gear. It turned out so bad. I dealt with it for like a year, but I couldn't deal with it anymore, so I got rid of it. But yeah, I also painted the hair black and painted a hair tie on this. This head's also removable. But once again, I have to take it off the screen. Okay, now it pops off. So yeah, pops off. It's a very long neck peg on this Austin Theory. And it pops on easy peasy. It's a little bit of a bobblehead, but I don't mind too much. You'll notice this on the Moxley too. I use this tape. I don't necessarily know where it came from, but I just found it and I used it. I thought it made good wrist tape. So yeah, moving on. Probably the one everybody here wants to see, the Jon Moxley figure. So basically, I made this years ago, so forgive me if I don't remember the whole process, but I think I do. I took an AEW head that came with one of his figures, self-explanatory, one of his first AEW figures. And when I first made this custom, I didn't shave the head, but when he shaved his head on TV, which is still the current look of his, I figured I'd do it too. And I did paint the beard and the earring on this head after I shaved it down. It didn't turn out too good over here, but it's whatever. It's scars, I guess. So yeah, this head pops on easy peasy. Right? This one's also kind of loose though. Okay, well, it's sticky tack now. I forgot about that. But yeah, basically the formula for this figure was Bret Hart from the WrestleMania 38 Elite Wave. It came with a Build-A-Figure of Vince McMahon. I used that figure and Roman Reigns lowers. Right? So everything from the knee below is Roman Reigns. Everything from the knee up is Bret Hart. So this part and up is all Bret Hart except for the head. And for the tattoos, I actually used a Cricut machine because I'm not sure where I get the paper or whatever is used for actual decals. So I used a Cricut machine to print the tattoos. And this one's way too big, but I think it still looks good. I got the cross over here, and I've got the little swords. I didn't print any of his hand tattoos because honestly, I'm not good enough for that. Like, I don't know this stuff well enough. But I also got the rose that he has, also way too big. I think it's way too big. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I scaled all these to real life images. But I see other people's action figures and it looks much smaller. So yeah. And there's no detail on this rose. It's literally just green paper from the Cricut machine and red paper from the Cricut machine. I printed it out with one of the stock images. Yeah, I got the swords. The swords honestly look the best, in my opinion, especially this one. But yeah. And then after, for the Mox, I did not use the Cricut machine. I just printed this out. And I think it turned out really good. My original idea was to hand paint it like I hand painted the rest. But now looking back, I made this years ago. I don't think it'd look very good. I really don't. So yeah, I printed it out. And I think it looks pretty good. I found this technique on YouTube. I don't remember where or who it was that I watched. This was years ago, guys. Maybe like 3 years ago almost that I made this. So yeah, basically his whole idea was to kind of just paint around the edges so it blends in more. Right? You can see I did it over here. It does work. But it seems like I forgot over here. And as I'm doing this video, I'm realizing everything I have to fix. So yeah. And then after I hand painted the barbed wire strand going around, I think it turned out pretty good. I had to fix, where is it? Over here. Because I used the same clay over here as I used for the Lesnar head, but it chipped. Right, you can see it's chipping over here. I noticed this already. Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's a pain. But yeah, I had to fix it. And I ended up using a paint marker thinking it'd be easier, but it turned out to completely change the color. So now it doesn't blend very well. And it's too late to go back. So yeah, and I still got the wrist tape here. So yeah, this is the John Moxley. I think it came out pretty well. Obviously, this torso is a bit more tan than he is. But honestly, because of the beard, I think it blends in pretty well. So let's move on to the final one before we rank all of these. And this one, it's not the whole figure. I just used the whole figure because I'm going to end up popping this head on here. I painted these blonde highlights in the hair when Rollins first came back with them. Because Mattel wasn't going to give it to us for any time soon. Obviously, now I have with the blonde. But yeah, at the time, there was nothing. So I painted it. I don't remember what technique I used. I know I didn't just lightly brush to get the fade. Might have been a Kleenex I just dabbed it with, but whatever. Not important. But yeah, I made some sort of blondish color that I don't think works very well. Even then, I didn't. I was just desperate and I wanted the head. So yeah, this is honestly, when I got this ultimate, it came with 2 of these heads. So I still have one in black. Now I've got one like this. And then after I bought the basic from when he won, from the Night of Champions when he beat AJ to become the first World Heavyweight Champion. I think that was the event. But yeah, I bought that basic. It came with this head. And I asked if you guys wanted me to make the full Seth Rollins on YouTube Shorts. I got no response, so it won't be made anytime soon. At least. Maybe one day we'll revisit it, because I do think that attire looks really good, and Mattel's never going to give it to us. But yeah, that's all the customs, and now let's get into ranking. Okay, so this ranking is purely going to work on based off how well I think the custom came out, and if I think I can do better on it and all that stuff. So the better it looks, the higher on the ranking it's going to be. So we'll start from the one I like the least and move on. Now, these customs don't mean I don't like them at all. It's just the one I like the least, so keep that in mind. So, how many customs is this? I'm doing the heads, guys, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so at number 5, I'm putting in the Nick Nemeth. I don't want to say I don't like it, because I do think it came out pretty decent. The hair could be better, honestly. I like the hair tie, though. I think that was a subtle thing that worked. It's basic boots, to no fault of my own. I just don't have a Dolph Ziggler / Nick Nemeth figure in my collection that I could have taken the boots off of. But I do believe these boots are supposed to be like the Moxley custom ones or the Roman Reigns boots, I think. But I would have to figure something else to change it, or else it'd be too short after that. So yeah, moving on. I am giving it to the Brock Lesnar head. To no fault of its own, the braid chipped, like, nothing you can do about it. It's no fault of its own. When it was here, I think it looked pretty good. And after this video, I will share a bunch of pictures of all of these, like the Lesnar head with the braid and all that. Excuse me. Later on Instagram. So for the 3rd time in this video, go follow me on Instagram. Link in the description. So yeah, moving on from that, we have the Seth Rollins head. I do like this head. It worked, right? Like, I never had any problems with it. I did repaint it just because a little bit of a pet peeve that I had at the beginning. It looked too yellow, like almost like the Nick Nemeth hair yellow. You guys can clearly see a difference. I didn't make a yellow for this one. Actually, I might have. I don't remember making a yellow for this Nick Nemeth. But I did for this Seth Rollins. So yeah, I've got the custom blonde hair Seth Rollins at number 3. Okay. And coming up next, it is the John Moxley. And now, technically this could be tied for number 1. Right? Obviously now you all know what's number 1, but this could be tied for number 1. The only reason it's not is because of the attention to detail on the other one, aside from the chipping. That's my only problem with him. My problems with this one is the chipping on the knees, like the things I did to hide the pins, and the shaving on the head. I think could have been a little bit better. Oh, and the how the beard ends. I'm just noticing. Actually, no, I did notice this before. With the way the beard ends, it ends flat here, and it kind of goes up more on this side. So yeah, I might have to fix this up. And there's a little chipping on the back, but I don't really care about that. It still looks good. And at number 1, the one you all knew the moment I placed down the Moxley, the Jeff Hardy. It is simply just a head swap, but it looks so goddamn good. Right, like this Jeff, I have no complaints except for the chipping on the hair, but also no fault of its own. It's just because I didn't do it right. Theoretically, none of these are to its own fault. It's just how it ended up working out. So yeah, I guess take this with a grain of salt. If you, damn. So yeah, like I was saying, take this with a grain of salt. If you like the Nick Nemeth better than the Jeff Hardy, switch them or whatever, right? I did like this Lesnar head. Honestly, I think it'd be a little higher. Maybe just swapping. Actually, maybe, I don't know. Maybe just swapping with the Seth Rollins, right? So it would have been like this instead. If the braid had stayed on, but it didn't. So yeah. This is my custom ranking for every custom I've made. I don't know if I've made more. I don't think I've made more. I know at one point I had like a custom sculpted Roman Reigns gauntlet that I painted blue. But I don't have that anymore because the clay was so weak. It's not the same clay as this. It was a different clay. The clay was so weak that it just crushed on itself. Like, it just didn't survive anything whatsoever. And I'm trying to look around, make sure I didn't miss any customs, but I didn't. Right? Yeah, no, I didn't. I'm not including just head swaps on here. Like, if I put, like, a different Seth Rollins head on this figure, like, that's not worth it. I've done that so much. Like, this video would be an hour long just describing how many head swaps I've made. This is, like, custom. Stuff I've actually altered. Not something I can go back on. Right? So, yeah, this is my ranking as I start to ramble on here. Go watch some of my other stuff. The other day, I posted the video with Daniel Bryan, Eddie Guerrero, and CM Punk, that triple threat match. I like that match. I especially like the part where Eddie Guerrero and Punk are just slapping the shit out of each other. I don't know what it is, but just the brutality I tried to get on there, I think it worked out pretty well. But yeah, go watch some other stuff. I should have another video up in a day or two. I don't know. We'll see how everything goes. 3 days max, but I don't think it'll get to that. Honestly, I can probably get it done today to upload tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah. And before you guys go, I just want to show one more thing. I added more lights to my arena, so now I get this cool flashing effect. For it, so like a Jeff Hardy entrance or something like that, where it's dark, but there's also a lot of lights. This works, right? I just took some Halloween lights. I'm gonna end up replacing with lights that work on remote. Because at the moment, I currently have to go over and press a button for it to turn off and on, and it only flashes, right? Because I now got these other lights that would work better for this. But yeah, don't mind the Eric Bischoff for the title. That's nothing to do with the channel. I promise. It has nothing to do with the channel at the moment. But yeah, all the flashing lights. Obviously, I still have the lights in the back that I really like. In the dark, the crowd just looks so cool. I can't even lie. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching the video. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Go follow me on Instagram for more behind-the-scenes looks at everything. You would have seen this Nick Nemeth and this Jeff Hardy a lot sooner, than this video if you were to go to my Instagram and follow. Once again, link in the description, but whatever. These were on my old Instagram. No point in explaining. I'll post a better picture later if I can find one. But yeah, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff so you keep in touch with all the current events of this channel. We're on a renaissance in 2026. We reached 200 subs, and we're not stopping. We're not stopping anytime soon. So yeah, see you guys next time. Peace.